What is up, everybody? This is Eric, the one and only barrier collector, and today I am doing my April 2022 video game haul. No robot Eric, the barrier collector. It's me, all normal this time around. But anyways, all jokes aside, let me get started. I got a couple of things. It wasn't as much as it was last month. Last month I feel like I had a ton of stuff. This time around it wasn't that much. It was a couple of things, but part of them were items that I received that were supposed to come last month, but it got this month, so I included it for this month. But anyways, as first and foremost, like always, I always talk about any digital games that I got for the month. I only got two, and they were free downloads for the Nintendo Switch. First one is Pokemon Cafe. It's a puzzle game where I guess it's a puzzle game 3 in a row. You clear lines and you find Pokemon. Looked pretty fun. It was free, so I got it for my kid and my girlfriend and everybody. My girlfriend now got her own Switch. So she's, trying to get a couple of games as well. And we thought this was a fun game and it was free. The next one was Sky Children of the Light. This one is from the creators of Journey and Flower. That came out way back in the days. I want to say that this game, it's free right now as of the making of this video, but I want to say that this one was going on sale, and this was a game that I was kind of interested in before, but I held off on buying it. But it looks pretty fun. It couldn't get the story quite of it. It's an adventure game. Reminds me a lot of Knights from the Dreamcast. Sorry, not Dreamcast, from the Saturn. So it has a very similar element to that. But anyways, those are my digital downloads for the month. Only two. On with the real stuff. Now, at the beginning of the month, I ordered a couple of things last month, but they came for this month. First and foremost, one of the games that I got is The Punisher for the NES. This was a game that I had back in the days, but I got rid of them, and now this is a game that's getting a little bit more expensive. Got it for a decent price, and this is a rail shooter. Got it because I got really into the Punisher series that came out on Netflix a while back. I finished watching it sometime late last year, or maybe early this year. I finished watching like the whole series because I know you would have to watch Daredevil, Punisher. What was the other one? Daredevil, Punisher, Iron Fist, and I thought there was one more. Anyways, those series that are on Netflix, you have to watch. Oh, Jessica Jones, and Luke Cage. You have to watch them all in a specific order to get the story line behind it. Really, really good series. You guys haven't watched them, watch them. They're really good. But yeah, really, this was a cool game that I played when I was a kid back in the days. Another game that I had when I was a kid, very fond memories of this one, but I never got to finish it, is Lester the Unlikely for the SNES. Got it for a really decent price. This isn't a very expensive game, I paid about that much for it. But yeah, really interesting game. You're like this nerdy character. You start off as a very, very nerdy character, and then all of a sudden, you progress through the game, depending on what you do, you become a little bit more manly. It's a funny, interesting game. This one, I have an interesting story behind it, because I got it alongside the Lost Dimensions in 3D, Jim Power. I bought those games together, but yeah, there's a story. So eventually, in the near future, I want to do a video on this one, and I want to try to beat it first. But yeah, next game. Now this one, like I said, March is my birthday month, and I always buy a rare type of game every year when it's my birthday. And the game didn't arrive. It arrived right after I did the March haul, and this is this game from Super Rare Games. Yes, Your Grace. Got it brand spanking new with the cards and everything. Yes Regrets for the Nintendo Switch. Very interesting story. Basically, you play a king who you make decisions along the way depending on how you go. For example, you can either spare the life of a deserter in your army or kill him. Things like that. I saw the little cutscenes and about the game, and it looked very interesting. And this was the game that I got for my birthday this year. Typically, I'll order something from these companies, but they'll take forever to arrive. But I noticed that a lot of these games hold their value. For example, I didn't go wrong for The Messenger. That was my very first one, and now that game is worth a lot of money. So yeah, I did good. And a lot of these other games that I have them like this, they're pretty well, but they're also interesting games. Next game I won a bid for really cheap because of the condition of the game, but maybe I should have bought it in a better condition, and that's the Magical Quest starting Mickey Mouse for the Super Nintendo. I went off and bought the actual repro label for it. I'm gonna clean it off and remove it and put the repro. But yeah, this is basically how it should look. But yeah, I thought I played this game back in the days, but I never did. So I guess, you know, because I know I played a bunch of Mickey Mouse games for the system, and for other systems, but you know, there's so many out there that I got confused with it, and I thought that was one of them, and I guess I didn't get it. And then during this month of April, during April, I went to my local secondhand shop store, my local secondhand store, like twice. The first leg of my shopping, they still had those Nintendo sports games, so I picked these two up. I picked up Bo Jackson Baseball for the NES, and I picked up Roger Clemens MVP Baseball for the NES. I don't know which one, but one of them has some really good music into it, you know, and it looks very decent. I think it's Bo Jackson Baseball. But yeah, got them for really cheap, like $2 each. And I got more, and later you'll see in the video, you'll see more that I got. And then I got Winnie the Pooh's Rumbly Tumbly Adventure for the PS2. Got it for cheaper. It's complete. Has the instructions, pretty good condition. And then I also got Wally for the Wii. This was a game. I asked my girlfriend what this game was about, and she has the DS version of it, and she told me there's a bunch of mini game puzzle games that are fun. I don't know if it's the same thing for the Wii version of it. I think I got other versions of it, but yeah. Ooh, excuse me, sorry, it's kind of late when I'm doing this video, so I'm getting sleepy. And then finally, my son did it again. He looked through the CD cases, and I got the Sega Dreamcast web browser disc. Even though it's not really a game, you know, it came complete and everything for the Dreamcast, and I'm collecting for that one as well. And now it only cost me like less than $1. So yeah, and that was that. Next lot that I got. I bought T2, the arcade game for the Sega Genesis. This is another rail shooter. This is one of those games that I love playing in the arcade. It's really fun. And this is another fun game. I like rail shooters. And then the next one, I finally got this game. And this is for the NES, Prince of Persia for the NES. Very, very good condition on the game. This is a game I've been wanting to get, and I got it with the instruction booklet in very good shape. This is a game that for many years I tried getting, and it was really hard to get because the prices of this game is not an expensive game to own, but it does cost some money. So, but when I won it in the bid, I didn't spend as much, considering that I got the instruction. I believe that if you get it with the instructions, it's a game too expensive to own. If you get it loose, it may be less, but I got the whole game with the instructions, so I'm very happy about this one. Another game that I really want to get to playing later down the line. Another game in the same mode of wanting to play is the Bards Tale for the NES. This is a first-person dungeon crawler or first-person RPG. Came with the instructions in really good condition. I love the way they packed it, and that I'm not going to take it off. This is a game that I played briefly when I was a kid, and it always interested me. but I never really got to playing it. I never really wanted to play it in an emulator. Like, even though I can play any game I want in the emulators, it's really easy to play them. I choose not to on certain games. I want to own them because, you know, I like that feel of, oh, I'm getting it for the first time ever. And these two games, Prince of Persia and this one, is one of those games that I wanted to get. And then next, this is a game, I wish I paid what it says on the sticker. This game, my friend and I, we always joke about. And that is the Muppet Adventure, Chaos at the Carnival. Can't even talk. Chaos at the Carnival for the NES. I wish I would have paid that $3 mark, but I paid a little bit higher. It wasn't that expensive, but okay, this game has a story in itself, so I'm not really gonna spoil it. Do I think it's a great game? I'm not even gonna spoil that. I'll leave it for a video because this is another game that I played when I was a kid. It was super difficult. But you know, I'm gonna give it a shot and replay it now that I'm older. And I'm definitely, this is one that I'm gonna be doing a video sometime in the near future. So yeah, and there's a nice little story behind this one. Not a very interesting story, but there's a story. And then another cool thing that I got. This one I paid money for. It's brand new, but I already started playing it before I made this video with my kid. And that's Kirby and the Forgotten Land for the Nintendo Switch. Love Kirby. Love this series so much. As a matter of fact, this last week, my son and I beat Kirby Star Allies. I mean, we beat the main story, but there's still other parts to the game that we want to play. But he wanted to play this really bad. He really liked this one. And this one is, unlike the other side-scrolling Kirbys, this one is a 3D action platformer. And it was actually pretty fun so far. So yeah, it kind of worked out. But yeah, really fun game. And then next, after a while, I went back again to my local thrift store, and I got some more of those sports games. One of them being Ken Griffey Jr. Winning Run for the SNES, another baseball game with the great Ken Griffey Jr. The original football game for the SNES, Super Play Action Football. I believe this was one of the launch titles of the system. This one, man, I swear to God, you can see this game anywhere, and it's not expensive at all. And seeing it, I finally got it. I never played it never played it as a kid, knowing that this game was in every stall at the flea market, anywhere I went, and it was super cheap. And that's John Elway's Quarterback. Really, very common game. And then finally, I got RBI Baseball 3. Now I regret doing this because in the last visit there was an RBI Baseball 2 and 1, I believe, and those weren't there anymore by the time I went there. The cover's kind of messed up, but I want to collect all of these 10-gen games too. But oh well, I mean, those are not expensive games either, so yeah. And then moving right along, speaking of games, this is another one I've been trying to get for many years, but for some reason it was going a little bit expensive, but I found it cheap in a bid, and I got Sonic the Hedgehog 3 for the Sega Genesis. This is the only Sonic game that I haven't really played, well, from the old ones, and it came with the instruction booklet for it, so I'm glad I got it. Now I completed my original Sonic game collection. I just need Sonic and Knuckles, and then get that, because I know that this is Sonic 3, and then it goes Sonic and Knuckles, and then of course is Sonic, the Sonic Mega Plus collection that came out on the Switch not long ago, because I know that that's basically like a revamped Sonic 4 or something like that, if I'm not mistaken, or they made Sonic 4 into an episodic game. Part 1 and 2, but it flopped. Like, they didn't make the continuation of that series. So yeah, really cool game. Another game. This one I got out of a whim. I bid one day during my lunchtime when I was at lunch, and I put in a bid thinking I wasn't gonna win it because it was going for a really cheap price. This is a game too expensive to own nowadays, and that's Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles 3: The Manhattan Project. Really Really fun game from my childhood that I used to own. Game too expensive to own, I believe, right now, but I got it for really cheap on a bid. And I bid on it thinking I wasn't going to win. I said, oh, they're just probably going to raise up a penny more and they're going to win it. But I ended up winning it. Really fun game. A really fun Ninja Turtles game. Another game I've been trying to get for a while, and I finally got it because I got it for a decent price. It's Pocket Bomberman for the Game Boy Color. I don't know if you guys can see it. Yeah, Pocket Bomberman. This one's unique because this one, unlike Bomberman where it's an overhead Zelda style, you know, Bomberman puzzle game, this one is a 2D side scroller puzzle game. So I'm curious to see how that's gonna work out. And I got it for a good price. And then finally, this weekend, I went to my local GameStop. There was a sale going, buy one get one 25% off, and I found these two games. And my girlfriend bought a couple of cool Saint Seiya figures, and my son got some cool little I believe something from Five Nights at Freddy's. This cool, oh no, the Piggy game that came out from Roblox. Some cool chain. But then I got these two games, Doki Doki Plus, Literature Club Plus. This game, and it's for the PS5. This game, I didn't know it was a psychological horror game. This is a game that I was seeing a lot at GameStop, and it's a game that wasn't that expensive. But I was seeing it a lot, and I finally got it, and I noticed that, again, they gave me, you know how GameStop is, that it's a brand new game, but it's an open brand new game, quote unquote. But it had all the extras because it comes with goodies inside, and it had a bunch of things, but I haven't opened it yet. But I noticed when the girl was packing it up and putting everything, I took a look, and it had a bunch of stuff. So I don't know what it has, but this is I guess some stories. It's a psychological horror game. I don't know. I think it's a first person, maybe a novel, graphic novel game. Be interesting though. That caught my eye. And then this other one caught my eye too. It was really cheap. It was like $8 or $9. Panda Hero Remastered for the PS5. It's just like a little Mario Kids game. Got it, you know, for my son, you know, for all of us. These are fun little games that are probably available on the damn iPad, but you know, they're cool to play anyways. So yeah. And then yeah, that's pretty much it. But during my visit to the pawn shop, to the secondhand shop, you know, I normally don't buy movies DVDs anymore because I like to get digital. I get the digital copies now to save on space and everything. But I had to get this. Something really, it really caught my eye. It's a really cool movie that I used to watch a lot back in the days when I was a kid, and I watched it a few years ago. But I love this movie. This movie's, in a way, it's a horror comedy in a way, in my case, and that's Killer Clowns from Outer Space. Really, really good movie. I really liked it. It was funny, gory. You know, it's in good shape and everything, but it was going for really cheap. Like, I got it for less than $1. PG-13 at that time. Then it's just gory, but it's creepy funny. Yeah, I like this movie. But anyways, guys, I'll leave you with an image of this guy. Ooh. And this has been my April 2022 video game haul. We'll see how the next month, May, goes. Yeah, and we'll see how that goes. I know I got a couple of games that I ordered, but they haven't arrived yet. So that's going to go to the May haul. But anyways, thank you guys for watching. Got a bunch of videos already planned out to come out. You guys let me know. Please let me know in the comments below if you guys like the way that I do with that robotic voice. Makes it much easier for me to review games, because right now at work I'm getting swamped like a mother. You know, I'm getting really, it's been really stressful and really heavy recently this whole month. Hopefully things die down real soon. I'm gonna be going on vacation in June. I got a lot of vacation planned out June and July, but yeah, for now it's, I guess it's the storm before the calm. And then hopefully I'll be able to go on vacation in peace for once. But anyways, you guys, take care. This has been Eric the Bear Collector. Please let me know in the comments below if you guys like that robot voice or not. One of my videos looked pretty interesting. People seem to like that one. But anyways, you guys take care. Peace out.